Today, in things that might happen to a projector. This person on the internet is wrong. This is my chance. I'm going to explain why I'm right and everyone will see me as an expert. That will get me a lot of invitations. Whoa. That's not how it really works. If you really want to know how to use the strategy of the projector waiting for the invitation, you better check out the rest of this video. Welcome friends. If you're watching this video, you're either a projector or you want to get to know projectors better. So our strategy as projectors is waiting for the invitation. But what does that really mean? What am I supposed to do with that? So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips for you to learn what the projector strategy is all about. So what does it mean, wait for the invitation? What am I supposed to do while I wait? So there are 2 things that I want to tell you about this. The first is that since we're projectors, we don't have the sacral center defined. And this means that our vitality and our capacity to do things is inconsistent. Doesn't mean that we don't have it, it means that it comes and it goes. So when we have that energy, we can do a lot of things. You don't need an invitation to do things with your own energy. So if you want to master a system, become visible on social media, or do anything you like to do for joy, that's perfect. Do whatever you want. However, when you don't have that energy, is when you should rest, because we can get really bitter and resentful if we don't rest. We can get burned out very easily, and that's going to take all of the invitations away from us, and we're going to talk about that later. And another aspect is, as projectors, we have a penetrating aura. We have a super acute, laser sharp perception, and this can be accommodating for people. A lot of people who are savvy with human design and know projectors, ask them, how does it feel to have a non-invited projector aura on top of you? It's icky. It's like someone is x-raying you. Like you don't want that. However, when you have the invitation and people tell you, guide me, show me what you see, let's see what we can do with that. Oh, that's a magical thing, because you get all of your vision, and combined with that energy, with the power of the recognition, it really can create a beautiful synergy. So let's go on to the next point. So how do you attract invitations? Invitations come naturally to you if you're a projector. Your aura is designed mechanically to attract those invitations, except when you're bitter, except when you're in your not self. So bitterness or resentfulness is the projector not self theme. And what does this feel like? These are the times when you feel like, this person has it so much better than me. Nobody listens to me. Life is so much harder for me. I wish I was a manifesting generator. I cannot do things like everybody else. Blah, 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 blah. All that is bitterness. Whenever you're in that state, you repel the invitations. Everyone that is coming to invite you is pushed away. So what do you do in those cases? Just rest. Take some time in nature, relax, go get a massage. Take it easy, do something that brings you joy, and eventually the bitterness will dissipate. The not self theme will dissipate. What's important for you as a projector is to master a system. And that's what's going to get you the recognition. Going really deep into something, going into the intricacies and really mastering something. Now, one thing you can do as a projector is become visible. It's completely okay for you to go on social media, have a website, an Instagram page, a YouTube channel, a Facebook group. Share your mastery, share what you know, let other people see you. This will be like inviting people into your house and show them how you live. It will trigger something in them, and many of them will recognize you and ask you for your services and your expertise. There are different types of invitations. The most important ones are the directly spoken ones or written ones. If someone tells you, I want you to guide me with this, I want to hire you for this, they offer you a contract, they ask you to get married. Those are the big things in life, and you should really wait for those invitations because they have a lot of power behind them. However, for smaller things like going to a party, a gathering, or doing a small workshop, sometimes a smaller invitation might do, and it can be an acknowledgement, someone sitting next to you and looking at you, or something like that can be counted as a small invitation, and it can create an opening for a bigger one. Also, invitations can have a timing. So someone might ask you to do something and the invitation might be there, but it's not the right timing for you because you had something else going on, or maybe you were tired, or maybe you had to wait for the next day. It's good for you to check again with them, like, hey, is this invitation still open? before you engage with them again. One example I can give you, perhaps you're in a relationship, in a couple, and the other person is asking you for some kind of advice or guidance one day at night at 8 p.m. And at that moment you're busy. And the next day in the morning, you come back with that, and the person is in a completely different state of mind, is like completely forgot about that, and might not be open to receive your guidance again. So you always have to check if the invitation is still open. Additionally, is it an invitation to guide energy, to share your wisdom, to share your efficiency and your mastery? Or is it an invitation for you to do things, to grind, to show up for a job, to do the thing? Remember, you're a projector. You're supposed to guide the energy. So it's a big difference where the invitation is coming for. Don't turn into a super slave. Let's take a minute to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is myself. So if you like the videos that I make, they take a lot of effort, they take a lot of thinking and constructing the video, then recording it and making it super nice quality. So all I ask of you, if you like these videos, share and subscribe, like show them to your friends, or if you really want to help the channel and for me to make more free videos, check all the products that I have. I have some amazing cards with all the information for human design and also for the gene keys. I also have digital courses if you want to know the foundations of human design and want to learn how to make your own readings. And I also offer one-on-one sessions that I can tell you about your own personality, your relationships, or how to use human design and gene keys in your business. I'm gonna leave all the links down below. Let's get on with the video. There's one rule of thumb that I want to share with you guys about social media. If you're on your own feed, your own wall, your own group, feel free to share anything you want, elucidate, elaborate, show all your mastery of any system. However, if you're in someone else's question or group or feed, be respectful. It's like you're in their own house. Never go against the tide. If you don't agree with what they're saying, just scroll down. However, if you do agree and you want to expand on what they said, that will be very welcome and that can give you very valuable invitations. However, nobody likes a smart pants. Only comment if you're genuinely interested and not just to show that you know. Now, with time, you'll learn the particular taste of a proper invitation. Of course, someone can speak to you and ask you to guide them. But there's also little openings. It can be the way that someone looks at you, the way that someone asks you a question, or the way that they give room for you to speak or ask you what you think. That is an invitation as well. And if you engage with those, it can give room for bigger and bigger invitations. I welcome you to experience and experiment with the human design system and have your own reference, your own experience with it, and see what comes up with it. So to sum it up, don't give your advice or knowledge unless invited. Don't go against the tide. Rest when you're tired. Try to avoid bitterness as much as you can. Whenever someone invites you, it's not forever. Try to remember that and ask them if they still want the guidance. If you want, this can be against the purest human design, but you can always ask someone for an invitation. It's like, hey, would you like help with that? And it makes such a big difference if you do that than if you just lay the guidance on top of them without asking. That was all. Those were the 5 tips I have for projectors. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with your friends, or check the products that I have down below. If you want me to make other videos relating to projectors, human design, or gene keys, also let me know in the comments what you would like to know more about. Thank you for watching and see you soon.